because you can drive, and then you're 16 until you're 21, because then you're useful because you can get beer.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with her right now.
And then he stops caring what your age is because you're at least legal to go get alcohol.
Right, and that's
then
the
it's
only thing
irrelevant.
that matters. Right.
That's how it works.
Oh, look at that. We just popped up.
Hey.
And there's his life.
So me playing with the freaking
no, that's fantastic. Oh look. Josh is on. Okay, cool. Look at that.
Woohoo.
Hey Josh. Oh, don't forget, we got to if you see Vitor pop up,
yes.
we've got to wish him a happy birthday. It's actually his birthday today.
Nice.
Which is really cool. I cannot wait till that guy comes over and actually meet him because he's telling us stories. Dude straight up lived in a cave. Right?
Seriously?
Seriously?
That's fantastic.
So that's why I can't wait to. I can't wait to.
I know Christian thank you for bringing it on.
So it's his birthday.
Very cool.
Tegan from Sarah, it's her birthday.
Okay, so you know what? We can do this whole birthday thing. That.
Well, I'm sorry. Currently, it's Tegan from Valkyrie.
It's birthday.
Okay. Wow, I hope we get some more viewers. Okay.
I'm sure Christian's supposed to be on.
Well, you know him.
Well,
he's gonna make a grand entrance.
Yes, he does.
So. All right. There's. Hey, Kayla. Hey, honey.
There we go. There's people.
Yeah. Yeah. So, kind of missing you. Okay. So, oh, cool. Sarah's on. Hey, Sarah. Hey, guys, say hi when you get a chance, okay? So we can say hi back and that kind of stuff, and then we're going to get going here. So Sarah is actually part of our cast that's in North Carolina. So it's really awesome to see that. Eric, hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, Eric? You and I got to get together soon. Yeah, we got to have a conversation here at some point in time. In the near future, just catch up, see how things are going. Make sure you're good. Make sure everything is well. So, all right. With that being said, why don't we go ahead and get started? You guys ready?
Sounds like one.
Good morning, Pasadena. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I really had to do that though. So that's an inside joke, but anyway.
Thank you for that.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of GreyBeard Talks. I am your host, GreyBeard. I have two very wonderful people joining me this evening. I've butchered their company name so many times that they just finally kind of said, you know what, F off, buddy. We're coming to your house and we're going to tell everybody how it's pronounced. So that's why they're here. So let me go ahead and get them introduced, and then I'm going to move on from there. Ready? You're up.
Good. I'm Logan, and I am one of the owners of Ulfur and Leourblaka, or for the Americans that can't pronounce anything from any other countries, Leourblaka, which basically means wolf and leather flapper or bat in Icelandic.
And I'm Rowan. I'm the other half of that company. I'm the bat side of that company, where he is the wolf side of the company. Just so you know where that kind of came together.
Very cool. So I saw a name pop up.
And there he is.
And there he is. So we actually have a couple things to go through tonight, but one of them, he just popped up on my screen. So Vitor, happy birthday. Happy birthday from the U.S. to you. Happy birthday from one Viking to another. I hope you've had a wonderful birthday. And you know what? I think we will drink to you. So Vitor, happy birthday. Skull. Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Wait, where's Vitor from again?
Oh, you're good. Okay, so now that we have that, so let's get into what we got going on. So yeah, normally I go through this big long thing. We're not actually going to do that today because I don't feel like talking that much. Because it's a lot. If you guys want to check things out, I'll tell you where to go. The VikingExperience.com. It has anything and everything. So check it out. You can type in the Viking Experience, and guess what? It's going to pop up. Our site has been blowing up lately.
Fantastic.
And it is.
Awesome.
It is. We have had over 1,500 views on our site in just a short amount of time, and I'm really excited.
That's awesome.
It's interesting because we have we have our notification set up on the phone. Day or night, it doesn't matter. It's just it's a ding dong, basically, is what it is, and it's all you hear like throughout the day. It's like ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Taryn looked at me the other day. She's like, "What in the hell is going on?" I'm like, "Hey."
You feel like you're going to answer the door, like,
yeah,
hello.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, right. Put it this way: the dogs have gotten used to it. So I mean, that's really exciting, and we're really happy about that because it means people are really checking things out. Because again, As everybody knows, we had our first event last weekend, and then we have 2 more events coming up this year, possibly a third and a fourth. Stay tuned for those.
Excited.
Yeah, exactly, right? So again, we have March coming up next. So the end of March, March 26th, 27th, down in Creedmoor, North Carolina. We are getting ready for that. We're getting geared up. So the whole cast and everybody, we're actually getting together, and we're really starting to hit
That
it
should be
pretty
fun. They
hard.
got nice property down there.
Beautiful property
That's
down there. In
gorgeous.
fact, Angela Reed, who actually is going to be hosting the event down there, it's on her property. She's got 3 acres. Her neighbors are fantastic people. I've actually had the opportunity to meet them. So they've actually offered up their 5 acres. So we actually have plenty of room,
Oh, nice.
which is really cool. And then after that, we have our May event, which is coming up May 22nd, 23rd. And that's where you guys will be. You guys will be
Yes.
with us in May.
Good goal.
So let's pause real quick and let's go back to what we did this weekend.
Yes.
So, for those of you who came out, we had our Valentine's Day dinner this past weekend, and it was fabulous. The weather was 100% shite. I mean, it was ridiculously bad.
It's a nice way of putting it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's kind.
I would say, you know what? I will drink to Loki because you tried as hard as you could to mess with me, but screw you, we won. We did it anyway.
And we had a nice dinner.
Yes, we
It
did.
was quite lovely.
We did.
That
So.
was quite wonderful.
So last weekend we had a lot of things that happened and went on. One of which I want to reiterate because I'm still here and breathing. Bethy, if you're watching this, love you, baby, but happy birthday again. And you can kill me later because I really put her on the spot and she really did want to kill me. But we had a fantastic time. We were at the American Legion. It was the Henry Patrick American Legion right there in Baltimore. And we had folks that we knew that came out, but we had a lot of folks that we didn't know. And I thought that was fantastic. And that was
Awesome.
special.
Yeah, it was nice meeting
Nice
some new
meeting
people.
new people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? You guys, as a big part of the family that we are, you know, being able to see that and that kind of thing was really good because we actually brought them in. And when they left with smiles on their faces, and they really wanted to know when the next event was coming up.
And there was no awkward. It just felt like you knew them already.
Yes, yeah. As soon as they walked in the
really
door,
nice.
it was just like, okay, here, have a seat. You know, have a drink. You
Yeah.
know, here, eat, enjoy, and they loved it. And I do want to give a special thanks to Michelle Mountain. Our harpist came out and she played last weekend. And for
Yes,
those of
beautiful.
you who aren't really familiar with the weather that we had last weekend, it was straight ice. And Michelle came down from New Jersey, so she had a good 2.5 hour drive down.
I think
You
they
know,
got more ice than we did, didn't
They did, and she drove out of it and in it and all this other stuff. But she made it. She had a great time. She sold some of her CDs. People tipped her, so I'm really excited. I'm really happy for her. And you know, the really awesome part is she's actually part of our group now. So she's with us 100%. So when we go to North Carolina, she's going to be playing at North Carolina. She's going to be
Nice.
playing the dinner. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
we're
hadn't
really
seen her
looking
since we were in Philly. So
Right,
it was
right.
the last time we got to see her.
Right. And then she's going to be with us in May, and then there could be this thing happening again in July. I'm just saying it's kind of tentative right now, but we're working on it. So she would be joining us for July too, you know,
Nice.
because I'm actually looking at doing another dinner in July. And
Nice.
if that comes through for me, like I believe it will, we'll be able to do a lot more than what we did this time because again, it won't be ice. You know what I mean? It's not going to be.
It'll just be out 200 degrees.
It will be, but you can at least strip down at that point and go outside, and we can do axe throwing, and we can throw knives, and we can do that kind of stuff.
I'll
That would
love
be
it.
awesome.
I'm
yeah.
never going to say
So-
no to some axe throwing. that's for
Exactly,
sure.
right? So yeah. So before we get into you guys, Michelle's on. Hey, Michelle, how you doing?
Oh, hi, Michelle.
Fantastic. Hey, Cheryl, how are you? I hope you're feeling good. What's going on, Jeremy? Eva, hey, how you doing, honey? Hope everything's good. I've seen your stuff online, and you and your husband are doing a fantastic job. Like the tent that they're building.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen it.
okay.
It's
Also, I haven't
fantastic.
seen yet, so
Yeah,
gonna have to do a little bit of Facebook stalking tonight, I think.
yeah. You're gonna definitely have to. Do you want to say hi to that guy?
Oh, look, Christian's not that late this
Christian.
time. Hi, Christian.
How are you? We miss you and love you.
Hey, Faith, how you doing? Coral, good to see you again, sweetheart.
Did you see Vitor's comment?
I did not see Vitor's comment.
He says, new shirt, I see.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Wow,
Stand up
he's
and show
quick.
off.
He's quick. I don't. So this is the new GreyBeard
Wait,
Production
can you
T-shirt.
zoom in on it?
Why don't you zoom in on that one?
No, because
because
You're
you know,
all lean. All lean.
my I don't want
They don't see
people.
your burly chest.
No, it's not really. It's just man boobs.
That's
I mean,
fine. I'm gonna feel
COVID.
you up and get the hair off you.
Oh, we did that earlier. Remember?
All right, you're good.
That
Oh
was
no, that was a
Laura,
dog. Yeah.
sweetheart. That was Laura, sweetheart.
That's right. How could I forget? So these two sitting next to me, we have known each other for years, and they're such great, wonderful people, and I love them to death. And we are truly family, and we fight like family, and we get along like family. So, but they're here to help support us with their business. They're going to be joining us in May, and I really wanted to talk to you because I love what you do. You know, with
I
the
do too.
with that's that's what it's all
As
about,
you
right?
should. You
Yeah,
should love
you
what
should
you
love what you
do.
do.
Right. So, real quick before I go too far. Yes, guys, we do have these T-shirts for sale. We're gonna post the price and everything else in the comments a little bit below because my my person in charge, my commander in chief, is trying to be quiet because she doesn't want to be picked up on the microphones tonight. And she's probably writing a very loud note to me right now because she's scribbling
think
some
so.
way for a big,
Oh, no.
F you, buddy, type thing.
No, just tiny scribble.
Tiny scribble. That's good. That's good. Hey, Sarah.
Oh,
So-
hi, Sarah.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Jen, Dave
Oh,
Ray's on.
nice.
Dave. So,
Hi.
again, Dave, thank you so much for doing the intro today. It was fantastic. So, one of the things that we're going to start doing each weekend is where we used to go live and we used to just do a little thing.
Oh, Dave.
Dave did it for
I
us
saw he
today.
was on
He
live. I
did.
missed
Yes.
it. I
So-
didn't get a chance to see it because I was
He
working.
did. I saw
So,
it.
because we actually have a pretty big production coming up and we're actually doing a play and those sorts of things, the cast members are actually going to start coming out. And they're going to start doing the intros for me
Nice.
to
All right, I
get
gotta
ready
look out for
for.
that.
Yeah,
Nice.
so you guys got to
Dave,
look
I'm
out for
sorry
that.
I missed you. I'll have to
Dave-
look it up later.
Yeah, look it up because Dave did a fantastic job. He was in garb. He introduced himself and his character, and spoke a little bit about it. So that was great. And Dave is one of the main characters, But
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah, so of course he's second to me because it is what
Kind
it
of the
is.
main character.
King,
I'm
demigod,
just-
like, you know.
Hey, it's all one and the same. Hey, to become a king, I had to take a demotion. Okay.
But,
You can't say anything.
I was
You're
there
tongue-tied.
for the demotion, so,
Well, for one of them, but you weren't there for the second one.
There was a
so.
second one?
Well, from demigod to
Oh, yeah.
king. But
I was
anyway,
not
all right. So let's get into you guys. Let's talk about what you guys do. I've got some. Oh, wait. Because again, I'm seeing mouth movement from the other side. She always
This is
loves to
lame.
throw me
It's all
off.
good. It's
She
all good.
loves throwing me off. So I do want to talk about the Southern beekeepers. I had
yes.
a fantastic conversation with them about 2 weeks ago. They sent us care package, and we are going to try their honey butter. This is cinnamon honey butter. I've actually had this already. We have plastic knives because we're not mature enough to have real knives.
And COVID.
And COVID.
Wait, and what are you gonna say? about
Okay.
that? They haven't tried it yet, but you have.
No.
And what
Oh,
were you gonna say
I
about-
want jars and jars and jars of this. I mean, this stuff is so good.
Yeah, but it's so
um,
good you don't have to spread it on.
Yeah, you normally again, this is a cinnamon honey butter, and normally you would put this on bread or crackers, but no,
From what I hear, you
No.
don't need
Okay,
to. For
yeah, but
sure.
Mm.
They
From the way it smells, you don't need to put
Mm.
it on anything.
no,
No.
not at all.
Nope. No,
Not
that's
at
what
all.
you got to Oh my God.
Okay, viewers, I had this part. I'm using this part. Okay, just saying. More.
Okay, and
Wait.
you made a comment about the little things in front.
Mm.
Not just their stuff, but
What
our
kind of
stuff.
honey is this made from? This is
It's a local honey.
no, I know, but like which
It's
kind specifically? Because there's different
the
types.
little yellow jackets. The ones with the wings. They
Oh.
generally have a black and yellow ass.
Yes, the ones that I'm allergic to that'll
Yeah,
kill me.
Actually,
Those.
yeah. So the things that will kill you
Mm.
make one hell of a good
They
butter.
do. No, it tastes like
So
You don't want me to
yeah,
tell you what it really is.
but
I know
no,
what-
you guys cannot have any more of this because this Jocelyn will freak because she loves it too.
I will fight her.
Okay, I'd
Okay,
like to
stop
see.
licking him.
Yeah, I'd like to see how that one turns out.
I bite.
So does she. So anyway, so they do more.
I bite upon request. Just so we know how I
Okay, this is
feel.
getting way
Okay, it
way
just got
sideways. Yeah. So again, they make a
That's
fantastic apple cinnamon honey butter.
Yeah.
Or apple. I love apple, but this is a cinnamon honey butter. But they have 18 other flavors. They've got Kahlua and Chipotle.
Chipotle.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
Well,
about
maybe
that
they
one.
didn't have Chipotle.
It's not
They have
Chipotle.
Kahlua.
So they do have Kahlua, but they have
Chocolate.
like chocolate and
That
dark
sounds
chocolate. And they have all kinds of stuff, and it's
I'm
gonna be so
pretty sure
good.
I just need to drink
So-
that one.
Right. So I'm actually going to be with them next weekend. So here's some of the other products that they have. If you can grab that for me.
Oh,
right
I'm
there.
like, you're pointing. I don't know
Um,
where we're pointing at.
So this is a drawing set. This is fantastic. We were smelling this earlier. They can make a candle out of this. This
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
is so nice. So this is actual for municipal usage if you need it. I know they have folks who do need it, and they make it by the case, and they send it to them by the case. So
It
yeah,
would probably work for the
go
amount
ahead.
of
Dig in.
cat scratches
They
I've got on my
also
hand.
make soaps and those sorts of things as well. I think this is deodorant. I don't. Okay.
I told you what it was. Read the bottle.
It is a beard mustache conditioner.
God, it smells.
Okay,
good.
so you guys can probably hear the producer from behind the camera because she's
Shut up. It's got activated charcoal.
that's yeah.
God, it smells good.
Charcoal is
Yeah.
great for your skin.
So these guys they have a lot of products and they do a lot of stuff. So what the coolest thing is for next weekend, I'm actually going to be live with them next weekend.
Oh,
So we're going to
awesome.
be we're going to be we're actually going to go on location and we're going to check them out and we're going to hang out for the day and have some fun.
They're in Maryland, right?
Yes, they're Southern Maryland.
Oh, okay.
And then for those of you that are wondering, I do actually have some shot glasses with this symbol on it that are also for sale, and I have coffee mugs coming with the same symbol. So
Nice.
I'm really excited about it. It's really cool. Okay, so let's talk about you guys. Let's talk about the beautiful furniture that we're sitting on. And yes, it is furniture. This
Yep.
is not,
Now you're gonna make us move.
yeah, but I'm not moving.
I moved.
Yeah, but that's like one of the prettiest ones. This one's just got our logo on it. It's not as pretty.
Okay.
I'm zooming in on 'em.
Okay, I'll get out of the way.
I'm like, this is the third chair I ever made. Let's be
All
real.
right, so I
No,
zoomed
but
in
it's
on the
good.
middle one.
It's
Do you
not
wanna-
bad.
Do you want to talk about the middle one real fast?
Yeah, the middle one is actually walnut, so that's the heaviest one I
Nice,
have.
sturdy.
Oh yes,
Wood.
it's sturdy. But it's walnut. It's just got like a Celtic Norse style dragon on it.
One of my favorite.
All right,
No,
back up
walnut's
a sec.
beautiful.
Or go ahead, sit back
I'm
down.
gonna sit
in your
back
chair.
down
All right.
because
Rowan's chair.
I'm sitting back down in mine because mine's nothing fantastic.
I was gonna say, as you can see, the nice
yeah,
there
that's
is nice curvature
live.
in here. That's natural,
yeah.
live cut.
Yeah, well, just like the walnut one, it's live edge. The cedar one that Rowan's sitting in is live edge, which I very much prefer working with because it's nature
Stunning.
is phenomenal. And it smells phenomenal because it's cedar, and I
Mhm.
absolutely adore cedar.
so.
So
What are you talking about, cedar? Is that your favorite wood that you like working with, or do you have something different? I mean, I know you work with a bunch of different types. So
I
know
will
it's
I
not
will
just-
work with almost any wood I can get my hands on, as long as it's conducive for working with burning on. Oak I'll use, but it has a very wide grain, so it's not the best all the time.
Mhm.
And it's heavier, so it's not always great for moving around. If I can get my hands on cedar, I'll use it any day. But
Yeah, so
other
cedar's
than
pretty
that,
much his
it's
favorite.
other than that,
Um,
maple.
Where I am a box elder fan, but you cannot normally get it thick enough for using for furniture. But
No.
it's really
It's good for
great
signs.
with plaques and signs and all that stuff. But box elder is
Which is
gorgeous.
actually our
It
sign.
is it's our sign that you're actually seeing down below. It is that black veining that happens from the decay.
Mhm.
It's not rot; it's actual decay, so there's no smell or anything like that. It's just a beautiful veining, like you see like in blue cheese,
Yeah.
but you see black.
Yeah,
veining when
it
it comes
just
to box
yeah,
elder.
before you dry the wood, before you kiln dry the wood, you let it sit out in nature for a little while and kind of start to do its decaying thing, and then you dry it, so you get the gorgeous
And
like
isn't it originally
veining
like
look,
red?
essentially.
It's got a really high red hue.
It can.
Nice.
The box elder tends to have the reddish pink.
Mm.
It tends to have the reddish pink in the box elder, but maple is good to work with because it's a nice wood, strong. So something about soap.
So,
But yeah, I do all the woodwork.
How could you hide my stuff? My
Yeah.
stuff is so much smaller than
It is tinier. Yeah, I do. All my products are big. But like we have the horn holders for people that, want to actually drink while they're eating, but we only have two hands because, humans. It's not fair. So we have the horn holders. This is my personal one. I do make other ones that are slightly bigger because they sit a little bit nicer. But they're nice and sturdy and sit. And before you drink too much, you can actually just do that and pick it up and drink.
You just figured it, yeah, which
And
is good.
it is, until you have a little too much to drink and then it doesn't work out as well. Then just hold the horn.
Well, we don't know anything about that, do we?
Of course not. We wouldn't do that, would
No,
we?
We've never done
You mind
that.
if I sidestep to jewelry real
So,
fast?
no,
Sure,
we'll
go right
move
on
to
ahead.
you.
Okay, so the jewelry that you see, there's 3 different kinds. There's either, I tried to stay in the wood family a little bit so that both of our, it being in the company, that part of the median is flowing into the jewelry as well. So I do a lot of the Viking necklaces, as well as obviously dragon scale. This is my newest design that has obviously a pendant on there. They're not as heavy as they look. They're actually quite nice on weight. Then I have the special wood earrings. They are coated. They will feel like they're not because you can feel the grain because of the type of coating you put on, but you can actually like drop it in your drink. You could throw it on the ground or step on it, wipe it off, put it right back in your ear, and you never know it even happened. It's very, very durable.
And it still smells like cedar, even though it's coated.
All the time.
It's fantastic.
So that's the part I do. All the jewelry that you see is everything that I do, and all the plaques, horn holders, tables, and chairs, and stuff like that is more on his side.
Yes, definitely.
They were talking about Eric's turn.
So one thing I want to mention before we get too far into our conversation, guys, I see you guys have a lot of questions about the honey butter and the different products. And Faith, you do bring up a good point. Are they going to be available online? Yes, we will be able to get you guys all of the information. You can order this stuff from the Southern Beekeepers. They are really, really nice people. We had a really good conversation with them, like I said. And me, true to the person that loves to speak and talk, it was supposed to be a 45-minute conversation just to kind of work things out, and it wound up being like 2 hours long.
Well,
which is
I saw
good.
that in my head that I was like, I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah, of course, because that's just
Good
me.
people.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, yeah, actually, they have a lot of things in common with me. I actually work for the federal government, and
nice.
so do they. I mean, they work for the Smithsonian, so that's
Nice.
yeah,
awesome.
it's really cool.
Oh, good. Now they have good butter and have and do that. That's not even fair.
Yeah, right.
Not even fair.
So yeah, Faith and yeah, guys, we'll have some of this stuff listed in the comments, or just send me a private message or something like that. And we'll
Sarah,
probably
I don't want to
answer
know
that.
what jokes you have about honey.
So the other thing is, if you didn't hear the voice of God speaking just a second ago, you could go to the VikingExperience.com webpage, and we have all of the information under the vendor selection, and you can actually find it. So in fact, you guys are on that same page. So
Yes.
the information that you sent. So
Yeah,
if
I've
anybody
stalked you
was
recently.
good, awesome, I love it. I love being stalked. It's fun. It takes my ego and inflates it even bigger than it is.
Well,
So, so
Well, I stalk you so I can send the links to other
Can we
people
send out
too.
That's
a happy
fantastic.
birthday to Tegan?
sure, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Go.
So today is, if anyone knows it, Tegan from Valkyric is actually her birthday. So we want to wish her a happy birthday.
Tegan. We love you.
We love you. We hope the little one is doing great. We miss you and hope to see you soon.
Yes.
Mwah.
Fantastic. Awesome, guys. So, yeah, where were we? I totally, I watched Taryn drop.
Butter?
Taryn just dropped everything on the floor.
Oh, we were
and I'm
talking
just-
about the website and like how you can.
Oh, yeah.
I was stalking you.
I-
Didn't
Another
put your-
one of the things. So we did the wood burning, we
So-
did the jewelry.
So let's talk about some prices.
Oh,
I'm gonna do a
okay,
question
we can.
first.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Or we'll
So,
do a question
Taryn,
first. That
Taryn
works.
wants to do a question.
Do you Dremel or wood burn?
It's all burned by hand.
Wood burn.
All wood burned by hand.
So, what kind of equipment do you use? How do you do that? What's your tools of the trade to actually do the burning?
I have a projector that I use to trace the images first. That way I can keep things as the same as possible. But with anything that's done by hand, it's always going to have slight differences. But then I use
Which makes them unique.
exactly. But then I burn everything by hand. I have a wood burner by the company Coalwood.
Mm-hmm.
And I Absolutely
They're
love them.
phenomenal.
I love them.
The tips are phenomenal.
Very good quality.
Yeah, I
I
know
will be
you.
buying more from. I will be buying a whole other unit from them probably shortly.
Fantastic.
Just
I know that they really can't see the table, but the
No, they can't,
tabletop
unfortunately.
is utterly beautiful.
It is on our Facebook page, and I believe it's online. The vast majority of our products
So,
should be online.
Why don't you go ahead and
On the website.
give them your site and give them all your info so people know where to find it.
Basically, our Facebook is Ulfur and Leourblaka. At Facebook, basically just type in the name you see down here. Just type that in, and it'll come up on Facebook.
As well as Etsy.
We are on Etsy, and we do have a website, which has more stuff than Etsy does, which is ulfurandleourblaka.com. There is a link from our Facebook page to the website as well, if that's easier. I know the spelling can be a little tricky. I actually misspell our name sometimes, unfortunately, and we've been in business for like 4 years, and I can still misspell it. I'm an American. What do you want? I can't spell foreign names. I try real
I
hard.
still love you.
Well, somebody has to,
I
right?
admit my faults. There we go. But the vast majority of our stuff is on our website. If you don't see it on our website, but you see it on our Facebook, send us a message.
Oh,
yep.
Here
We'll
she
work
comes.
any way you want to communicate.
She dissed me. Are you coming? Honey, I'm on camera. Don't you want to be on camera? Come here.
So we'll
Can
start
you
off the
can you
next
not
section
decide who
with
you
the-
want?
There she goes.
There we go.
Oh, crap.
And we got the big girl.
And there's
Tried
Trixie.
to stop her. Start off the next section with
Sweetheart.
questions to lead into.
This is all going to get knocked over.
Honey, I know.
Welcome to the other part of my family, my girls. These are the girls that I like.
I know. Hi. Okay. I know.
Okay.
It's
All right.
really, it's not a show without the pups.
It's not.
It's
and,
really not.
And it's something that, yep, I knew they were going to knock something over.
The Tale of Doom.
Yes.
The Tale of Doom.
The Tale of Doom.
That's
Hi,
what
and
happens.
She's back for more.
Okay, sweetheart. The signs might just fall because Trixie's
You're
going to
not
go back around at some point.
You're not camera shy anymore, are you, honey? Sit.
She's like, okay.
Good girl. Good girl. Oh, thank you. I wish I had something to give you because I love holding hands with you.
Hi, sweetheart.
But I'm kind of live right now, babe, so I really can't. I'm live. I know. Yeah, everybody can hear you.
But Dad.
I know. All right. Go.
All right.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
So we'll start off with the easy question, then you can go into more detail
Okay.
further on.
You know,
Easy questions.
There's
We
hard
like.
questions. I don't like hard
Well,
questions.
no. How much
Most
is
is not multiple
your
choice.
horn holder?
Horn holders are,
Can you show it better?
yes, I can. The horn holders, I believe, are $20.
Yes, they are.
The ones I have, this one's oak and it's heavy, so and because of the weight, I stopped using the oak because it does weigh down your belt. I'm not real thrilled. That's why it's
But they
my first
all
one.
fit on a frog, like a basic frog that you can get. You can
Yes.
actually put it on there and then
Yeah.
slide behind the horn when you're walking.
Yeah, the same holder you would.
Vitor, that's not fair, man. You're absolutely 100% right, but that's just not fair. You said it's not a GreyBeard production until it's not
Until something- but here you
yeah,
go.
it's not a live stream
It
until
fell down.
something falls down.
It
you
fell
know?
down. There we go.
Yeah,
Fell down.
yeah,
Well,
Trixie did it.
they don't fall easily, which is why we've designed them with the little footses, which is the same way I designed my chairs actually, because it does make them a lot more stable. But the horn holders generally will fit almost any horn. If you do have a fatter horn,
You said horn, right?
I said, what do you think I said?
I don't want to repeat that.
Yeah, no.
Not on Facebook anyway.
Yeah, we don't want
yes,
to go.
I
Maybe
said-
after the show.
Yeah, okay.
I said horn, this thingy right here.
Okay. Hey, I was brought up to be Catholic, so horn, whore, it all kind of sounds like, and
You grew up in Pasadena,
I did grow up in the
So-
Dino.
just like me. So
Yeah.
we hear weird
We're
things.
taught.
I did
we
not.
are. We're completely screwed.
I did
Yeah.
not.
But I actually
That's why she's
typically-
normal. We're not.
Ish.
Pittsburgh.
I wish I
I
didn't know
said
that.
ish.
I know, right?
It doesn't mean I like the Steelers.
It's okay. We can make up
sorry.
for it from being an
If you like
Austin.
the Steelers, I don't judge.
Austin,
I'm just
so you
saying
got
I'm not a,
I do.
I'm not a
Fuck the
sports
Steelers.
fan.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree
You guys can
with that.
crucify me later. I don't care.
I'm a Saints fan, so it's okay.
Ooh.
I just don't do sports.
Well, I used to be able to say I'm sorry about that, but actually they're not too bad. All right, let's get off sports. Let's get back on
Yes.
topic here. Let's start talking about our Viking stuff.
Yeah, back to the horn horse. I typically make them out of pine just because of it's lighter. It's very sturdy wood. It's just lighter weight, so it doesn't make you feel like your belt is going to fall off of you. But they all typically say skull. If you'd like them to say something different or you want a picture or something, I can do that. Just shoot me a message. I will attempt almost anything.
So let me ask you this,
Design-wise.
because I absolutely adore the table and chairs. And again, but before I ask you the next question, explain how you put this together, because there are no screws, there's no bolts, there's no hardware for this.
There are 8 nails in the tables, and that is only to hold the T that locks the table in place.
Okay.
That is it.
Yeah.
So we tried glue, but
on
the
the
nails
ends,
make me
that's
feel
where
better.
the T's are, and it actually just sits there kind of like a tooth style.
Yep.
And then they cross in.
And we have there's 2 notches. I would take it apart, but we have stuff. So the table basically
That's what I was
fits
talking
together
about.
just like the chairs do. And then there's 2 notches in the legs, and we have T's on the bottom of the top,
Where was that going?
and they slide right into those notches. So it actually locks it into place. I do not recommend using them as benches.
Right.
If you
You had
sit
that
on
weird-
it is not my fault.
Twisting.
Yeah.
They'll
That's
hold
right.
you, but I don't guarantee that they're not going to fall over on you.
I'm sorry, were you
But-
speaking?
I was.
Are you done?
No.
Obviously.
on.
If it's going to irritate you, then no.
So
Keep on going.
I'm sure the big question that people are dying to hear about is how much does the table and chairs cost
Dues?
together?
How much
Dues.
dues?
Stop it.
Douche.
Does.
Hey, forgive her. She's from Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Just saying.
Oh, you can tell
Sorry,
I
she
was
doesn't
nervous.
say
Anyway,
anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't say yins. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I just feel it's weird.
We love our friends from Pittsburgh, though.
I moved around
We
too
do
much.
love you.
So, how much is the table and chair combo? Or
Well,
individually?
they vary. The prices vary depending on what the wood is. We have a budget-friendly version, and it goes up from there. So they start at 105
we're talking individual
believe.
chair when you say
Per
105.
chair.
Yeah,
Right.
per
120.
for chairs.
Right. So, what if I wanted to buy this table and these 2 chairs from you? You know,
You're looking probably with or without a design.
Mhm.
Without a design, they're gonna a set of 2 chairs and a table is gonna start probably around 8,
Mhm.
and go up from there depending on how many designs
It can
you
climb
want.
to around 1,200, especially if
Yes.
you're wanting cedar, because that is a harder wood to get our hands on.
Cedar is a little tricky to get my
It,
hands
it
on.
can be very
Yeah.
expensive, so that's really varying on the year and when you're asked, like the type of year,
Depends
makes
on
it
if
harder.
my supplier
Right.
has it.
Supplier has it.
but when you look at what you've done with the wood, because again, you're getting some of this pretty raw, and I know you actually work it to bring it to what it is. It's not like you're getting, something that's pre-processed.
No.
No.
You're not, and that's important that you guys have to realize that what we're looking at and what Logan has done. This is not a pre-processed piece of wood. Sure, it's been bought in a large piece of slab, but then it's cut and then it's worked and it's tooled by hand, and then you do the burnings on it. So there's quite a lot of time and energy and love that you put into something like this. And it's just such a beautiful thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to let you leave tonight or let it leave tonight, because I think it's just going to stay. You can leave. You can go home whenever you want.
It does
The
have a
table
wolf
stays.
on it.
Exactly. So
It's
and
actually-
it has the wolf and the raven.
It's the wolf.
Which is-
It's the I make plaques with the exact same design. It's
Mhm.
the wolf of Odin.
Okay.
So basically, it's the wolf. He's howling, but he's essentially what our version of that would be is praying to Odin.
Mhm.
Before battle or whatever.
Right. So
So-
you have this set, which is anywhere between $800 and
$800 and
$1,200,
yeah.
depending on design work. But you do have a more affordable,
Yes.
Yes.
I do have a budget friendly.
yeah,
We
a
should call
budget
it.
friendly.
Because we
Um,
want everyone to be able to have the Viking experience, no matter where you're coming from. We want you to love what we're giving you and still be able to have fun. And
Mhm.
these
Mhm.
chairs and stuff can be used anywhere. I mean, inside of parking lots in Ren Fair,
Yes.
sitting and drinking before.
Absolutely right.
We do
But as if we've
bonfires.
never done that before.
No, of course not. We don't
Never
use
know.
done
them.
that. I don't.
We
need
don't
that.
use them for tailgating
Right.
at all.
Right.
No.
So folks, guys, so this stuff is for sale.
Yes.
So if you do want to purchase it,
I'll say the
you
only
can reach
thing
out.
that's not is the sign in this chair.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But no, seriously, I think if I could, I'd like to keep this for my studio for a little bit, and then if you sell it, fantastic, and then it'll go, where we go.
I think I can let it live here.
You can let it live here.
I can let it live here for a little bit.
Fantastic. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I mean,
And they're waterproof.
It's beautiful.
Well,
so
I can't guarantee waterproof because
It's
Mhm.
heck of water
it is
resistant.
extremely water resistant because of the coating that I put on them.
It did go through a
So-
downpour,
Yeah, but-
and it looks like it never got touched by
so
water.
and that's fantastic because personally, this would never see the outside. This would never see outside.
You could.
You could, but I personally would not take
Nobody,
it outside.
nobody
I
would dare
I'm
do
not-
this, but you could spill cider on it.
Oh no,
and
no,
just-
no, no.
That's why I was
There's
saying nobody would
no
do
such
this.
thing as spilling cider.
No.
Nobody
You know.
would intentionally do something so heinous as to spill their cider on the table.
There was an H in front of that, by the way. Just saying.
I said heinous with an H.
Mm.
I know where
You
I'm
know,
from.
herbs.
It's not my fault.
We spell it with an H.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
But
there's no
if
fucking
something
H
did get spilled
herbs.
on it,
And
some
herbs.
sort of liquid, or it rained on it, it just beads up, and you can just wipe it off with a towel.
Susan, I feel like there's a
Same
story
thing that
there.
happens to the wood earrings.
Sarah. You know what?
Oh
I'm
no,
looking.
Sarah, you've never done such a thing.
My eyes are bad.
Oh,
yeah.
No, it's Sarah.
So-
You've never done such a thing.
Christian's been
Oh, God.
raving about this little thing that you've made and a plaque for a little wee tot. Would you like to talk about that?
Which little? I made two for said little wee tot.
Yes.
Which one is he speaking of?
The chair or the
chair and the plaque.
Ah, okay. Yes, for Christian. For his and Nikki's son, I made an itty bitty little 2-foot tall chair
with a
for
fox on
with
it.
a little fox on it, and for them, which you can see on our Facebook page. It
Yeah,
is.
child
It is.
plaque,
There's a
right,
photo
with Eric.
and a child blessing plaque with his name on it, which again is on the. His should
Which
be
is
on the
so
Facebook
cute,
page.
especially in toddler and baby when you're creating the
that chair
room when
was-
you're nesting. It's so cute to put them on shelves and stuff like
I
that.
almost didn't want to give him the chair. It was too damn adorable. It was so adorable.
We do custom orders if someone
I-
wants
Absolutely.
a wee tot chair.
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
I will.
We'll work
I-
with
like
any
I
size
said-
human.
Yeah, I can make almost any size. If you're super tall and you want it to be higher, I haven't quite figured out how to make it work for super tall people. Generally the seat
So
is
over
about
6
a
foot?
foot, give or take, off the ground. I haven't figured out how to make it taller without making it lean farther back. Because science.
Math angles.
Science and math. Not my strong points.
Well, that's okay. We don't care about that because
Right.
the woodworking that you're doing is absolutely
But yes, I can
beautiful.
do
Speaks for
custom
itself.
It
designs.
does.
I will try. Let me
So
put it that way.
What type of wood do you use?
I will use anything. I will use anything from
I'm not sure why I'm sitting
pine.
here anymore.
Basically, if I can get my hands on it, I'll try almost anything I can get my hands on.
I think we should just let Taryn come in and just
We should let Taryn just come in
yeah.
since
should
she
just
has all
sit
the
here.
questions.
Yeah.
That was the last one, right?
No, I use pine, which is basically our budget-friendly version. I use cedar, maple. I have some walnut. I only have the three walnut pieces of the chairs at the current moment. But those are generally what I use. But if I can get something else, I'll use it.
Ooh, I got shushed. Did you see
You
that?
did get shushed.
I got the.
Did you mention
I
box
got one of
elder?
those. It's the
That's
first time.
maple, sweetie.
Is it?
Yes, box
I'm not
elder.
the wood person.
No,
I
you're
just
not.
like box elder. Literally,
It is.
he points out. He's like, "Yeah, that's box elder," and I say, "I love it," and then I move on.
Yeah, box elder is.
I'm not the wood person. I
Box
just walk
elder
in,
is
I'm
an
like,
all
"That's
is.
pretty."
It is a maple. It's the way that it does its decay.
Regardless, that's my
just a
favorite.
different type of
Cedar,
maple.
box
Mhm.
elder.
Very cool.
How do you not love cedar? It smells phenomenal. And
Well, you have a closet that's
It
all
keeps
cedar.
bugs
It's a
away.
little overwhelming.
You gotta love
it's
that.
a twofer. It keeps bugs away and it looks gorgeous.
It does keep bugs away. So that's something to think about when you have bee stings, like
She's
drinks
out.
that are a little bit more
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh no,
She
it
was-
doesn't keep bees away though.
No, but
Well,
Spiders and those kind of buggies
Oh,
that get
yeah,
into your
yeah,
house.
you're right. You're right.
Not
you,
bees.
You know
Still
the good
funny
kind that
here
eat the
when I
bugs.
said
Exactly.
Yeah.
The things I'm terrified of, yes.
Sure. Okay, guys, look, we're going to start wrapping this up. So if you have any more questions, please go ahead and shoot those our way. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for your questions to come in, I do want to let everybody know that we can be found at the VikingExperience.com. Check out that page, please. It's got a lot of information about North Carolina, has a lot of information about May. I just want to brag about May very, very quickly. We picked up some more vendors. We picked up some more food vendors.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So we're really, really starting to pull it in. We have actually sold tickets. So we do have, you guys go ahead on that. So we have ticket sales on the May event already. So I'm really, really excited about this.
Thank you, Dave Ray.
I don't know if I should be offended by
T-shirts
Dave's
are
comment
for
or
sale,
not.
guys. I think we're selling them for $25. I'm sorry, I was wrong. We're selling them for $20 a piece. You know, again, all of these things are going to be available online. They're going to be available on the website. What are we selling the shot glasses for? We're selling the shot glasses for $10. If you guys want one, anything else like that, just private message me right now.
And the pint glass? No, shot glasses, I'm sorry, were
Oh, you know what, guys? We don't have our pricing worked out for the shot glasses yet, or the coffee cups, because I don't have the coffee cups in yet, but they are coming. When we get those, they will be available online, and we'll have all the pricing laid out for you guys. We also have the Viking Experience T-shirts and the Viking Experience pint glass. Again, $10 for the pint glass, and it's $20 for the T-shirt. Just let us know if you're interested in that kind of thing. Also, the other thing we have on our website, we have all of the cast, their bios and everything are online, so you guys can read through some of those. Check that out. But we also have, some of them are really interesting.
Yeah.
But we also have vendor lane, and we have all of our vendors for March and May. Again, to me, you guys are definitely on it. It has links and those sorts of things to your pages, and it has photos of products and those sorts of things. So we tried to take everything with all of our vendors that have signed on and try to create a single place where they can just click and go.
Awesome.
So we can also be found on the Book of Bases book. That's how I feel about Facebook.
That's how I feel about it sometimes too. So I can't argue with that.
The Book of Faces on Facebook. God. Anyway, so it is the Viking Experience 1. Check out that page. It's really cool. It's really awesome. Share it. Get the word out. And we can also be found on Instagram at the Viking _. Nope, I'm saying that so wrong. Okay, so if you heard that, that's what it is.
Yeah, I just found you on Instagram.
Yeah. So it's the _Viking _ experience _ Yeah, it's not working tonight, guys. Sorry, it's just not working. It's been a long week. Anyway, so did I just get snapped?
No, the dog did, and Dave, I did bash geometry. I just don't remember any of it.
Did you see this, Bonnie?
Yes. Hi, Bonnie. We miss you too.
That is Bonnie. Like I said,
hi, Bonnie.
My brain is basically running on empty right now.
Christian wants to know the velocity and wind speed of a swallow.
You know what?
Said to ask questions.
Right.
Christian.
Thank you for that.
Christian.
Sarah answered it. It's 42.
No. That's funny as hell, man. I get it. That is funny as hell. And
I put
Google
5.6 earlier. I was like, okay, 5.6.
Oh no! It's a specific reference. I know.
Sure.
I know what he's referencing. It's fantastic. I love it.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
So again, any questions for what we got going on? Because if not, I'm going to start drinking and having a good time, and the rest of you can go fuck off.
Yes, Nikki, you do have the plaque of the.
We do love you, but yes, we do like to drink with our friends.
Christian's
that's really what this
sneaky
is
for
about.
you.
Yeah. This is work.
Can
we like finish work and start having a good time?
That beats or know what the reference was.
Ah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mighty Python.
Oh yeah.
I'm not actually, and I love you guys. I'm not actually a Mighty Python fan.
I will admit I don't remember all the references to it, but I do understand some of them.
I just remember the clacky clack of the horses.
We were gonna have to have a conversation.
I still love you, but
Jocelyn and Jake are both fans of Mighty Python.
Well, I'm not.
Like I said, those two apples.
Like it.
And
those
like
two apples
British
that fall
comedy.
from the tree.
Right.
Really?
You like British
you don't
comedy?
Like that?
That's the funny
I do
part.
like Britcoms and all sorts of stuff, but
just not that.
It just never.
I don't understand.
I
Most
just
of it,
sat
but
there like,
I like Monty
wow, yep.
Python.
Wow. You learn something every day.
Don't you?
I don't know. In today's political climate, I don't know if you and I can be friends anymore.
Rude.
Just but a scratch.
Absolutely.
Just but a scratch.
Is just a scratch.
You get that reference?
All right, guys.
Like I said, I'm selective.
I'm gonna go hop away on one leg now.
Right.
I know where you sleep.
Let's see. Yeah, Bonnie, we hope May will happen for you as well. We hope to see you there.
Yes,
Okay,
definitely.
guys,
You terribly.
if you've got nothing else, we're going to sign off. And like I said, we have plenty of cider and mead. And, you know, we're going to start kind of having at it. Oh, I see a hand just went up in front of me.
Hi.
We're gonna
Sorry,
wave to,
Christian.
everybody wave to Taryn. Everybody give Taryn a thumbs up because, you know, she's really worked hard and had to put up with a bunch of BS from me. You know.
No, just remind them next week we're going to go live early.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You said that.
Next week, I guess we're going live early. I don't know what time, but apparently we're going to go
Let's
live
say
early.
what's early?
Yeah, because our
Something's
Wow.
happening.
Oh.
Yeah, so
our charity, she's competing. We're going to go to her competition.
that's right. That's right. So, okay, yeah. So
nice.
so real quickly, I'm glad Taryn did say something. And before I jump off, I do want to thank everybody that donated to our charity last weekend that did show up because that was fantastic. We're working with Tap Cancer Out. It is a jiu-jitsu charity. We have very, very dear friends of ours. She has got a very aggressive colon cancer, and unfortunately, she's on a clock. And her daughter is really, really into jiu-jitsu, and she is on Instagram under the Jiu-Jitsu Unicorn. We can give more information about that, but we made mention of it last week, and we actually had some folks donate, and you know it was really fantastic, and it was very heartwarming and you know heartfelt. So we're very glad about that. But next weekend she's actually competing, and she's got a jiu-jitsu match, and we were invited because we sponsor her, and we love her to death. So we have a very, very, very busy day, you know, next Saturday because again we're going to be with the Southern Maryland Beekeepers.
Yeah.
We're going to be filming down there. We're going to go live down there. And then we're going to shoot back up here for the competition. And we're going to watch little Gemma go at it. And Gemma, you know, as adults, we kind of let ourselves get down sometimes. And then,
She's
you
a
know,
little beast.
she is a little beast. And she wears this thing on the back of her gi, and it says, you know, no excuses. Hashtag no excuses. And it's like, man, if a 7-year-old like gets it,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, what am I doing with my head on my ass sometimes? And it's just one of those things.
Right? It makes you think.
It does. It does.
When the
puts
little
things
ones get it.
Right. And it kind of puts things in perspective.
Mhm.
But the other thing I do want to say is this one right here has also gone through some stuff and has come out for the better on the other side of it. And we're very, very proud of you and very supportive and things are getting better. So again, cancer is just one of those things. It affects all of us in some
really
form or
does.
fashion. And I hate to say that, but
It does.
Tap Cancer Out is actually going to be working with us for May, and they're going to be parking cars for us. And for the May event, yes, we're going to charge $2 to park your vehicle.
So give them
100
5.
100% of those proceeds go to Tap Cancer Out, and that foundation, that organization sends everything to cancer research, and it's for, you know, again, it's a colon cancer. So
The Tap Cancer Out, is it cancer in like just in
No.
general, or
No.
is it specific type of
it's
cancer?
specific for colon.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that it's specific for colon cancer.
Okay.
So.
Cool. That's awesome.
But again, the guy's in he's out of actually he just moved to North Carolina, and I'm hoping to catch up with him, and we're hoping to connect when we do our March event because he's not that far away. I think he's in Riley.
Nice.
So we'll be able to kind of hang out for a little bit and, you know, chat.
That's fantastic.
But yeah, we did raise a little bit of money last weekend. So to everybody who donated, thank you so much. And I also want to say, you know, again, one more time, thank you so much for coming out last weekend because that was the first
Really
event for
great
us.
event.
That was good times.
Thank you. And it was GreyBeard Productions, you know, very first event on my own, doing my own thing and really kind of getting out there. And I tried to tie the Viking Experience into it to help promote that a little bit as well. Not so sure how well I did with it, but you know, for the event itself, for the
I think
very
it went
first
off
one,
pretty good, and it was damn good food.
yeah, Yeah, you know, Taryn had some fantastic games, and sure they took up time, but you know what? I think everybody participated in it, which was great. And it wasn't just the games; it was just good to see people out. One of the biggest things that we walked away with when we were serving food, everybody had their phones down.
Yeah.
Like nobody had their faces or their heads down buried in the phone.
It's hard to look at your phone when you have good food in front of you.
It wasn't just the food; it was the people, and it was
Yeah,
seeing,
it
it
was-
was the
It
connection
was
again.
nice. It was
nice to see some
It-
people I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't seen
And
people in what feels
Beth's
Like
like a
birthday.
decade.
And yes,
Yes.
she's going to still be saying
Yeah,
it was your
Bethy. It
birthday.
was Bethy's birthday, so
It was
we're
Beth's
excited
birthday.
about that. But it wasn't just that. I mean, we had some brand new faces. I mean, there
We
was a
did.
couple
That was
that
nice to see some
they
people.
were from New York, and this couple came down, and they just stayed in Baltimore just for the weekend, and they found it, and they've never heard anything about it, they've never seen anything, and they left walking when they walked out. They're like, when's the next one?
Yeah.
When can we do this
It
again?
was
And that's when you know you were 100%
so
successful.
nice.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It was
There was another family there. There was with a little girl. I don't know if you noticed, but she was getting a lot of pictures with Grar. You know, he had the full headdress on.
well, you
Yeah.
know,
Well,
boy was there.
Well, again, you know, he's just our little whore, and we just pimp him out all the time anyway. So
Hey,
you know.
he's good for something.
somebody has to be, right?
Somebody's got to do it.
Exactly.
Somebody's
So-
got to do it.
But anyway, guys, one last time. Next weekend, we're going to be a little bit earlier, and we're going to be with the Southern Beekeepers down in Southern Maryland. So I'm going to be doing a live from down there, and then I'm actually going to put together
You're gonna make me actually pay
actual-
attention to time.
Oh yeah, we do that.
I mean, I
sometimes.
can stop with my dragon's feeling until they watch it.
We're gonna actually have to pay attention to what time it is next week.
Yeah,
It's just
so
rude.
I know,
I
I
got
know,
you.
it's rude.
I got you.
At least somebody does things. So okay, guys. With all of that being said, thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I will see all of you again next weekend. Looking forward to it. Bye, guys.
Nice to see all of you.
Yeah, and we just see. So we
It'll
all get to.
stop.
So while Taryn's trying to get the video to stop, we'll just sit here and look at the camera.
That's fine.